Alright, let's talk blades because that's what we're into. Today I got some interesting ones for you. I got a couple of Japanese folding razors. I was told that they are called Higo no Kami. I don't know if that's a company name or if that is the style. It's hard for me to really find any background on this. It's just a little, I don't know why, but they're basically just Japanese folding razors, and I have two of them for you. So I have one older style here, and I have another one that's more of a modern style here. And I got this one from Amazon, and this one was given to me as a gift. This one is much older. I don't know by how much older, but I can tell by the company name. I believe the company name is Windless. They make replicas of older knives. So this might not be as old as I think it is. I think that this one could be maybe about a good 20, I want to say close to 20 years old, maybe 30. I'm kind of giving it too much credit that way. And then, of course, this one is less than a decade, maybe like less than 10 years old. So I like them both. I don't carry them. I just like them in the collection. I think they're really nice. It's a little piece of history to carry. I don't have an original, but I believe this one's close to an original, as close as I can get to anyways. But these are folding razors, so they are used more as tools than they are anything like self-defense. But I'm sure you could use it as self-defense. This one is buffalo horn handles, and this is a pin construction. It's got a little buffalo horn bead right there too, which I think is really nice, and that is real leather. And this is a little dirty only because I don't know how to properly clean this. I mean, I know how to, but I'm a little afraid to do so because this handle is one solid piece of buffalo horn, and I'm being really cautious with it. I don't want to mess it up in any way, and it's really, really nice. So you open it with this thing right here, and it comes open. Originally, if it's loose like that, you're actually supposed to hold it down with your thumb right here as you cut. So you're supposed to hold it down, and that is your way to keep it open. So it's not meant for any type of stabbing. It is meant for just strictly cutting. And I've heard many stories about what these knives are used for. Kids in the period or in the time would take these to school so that way they can sharpen their pencils by cutting the pencils, so that way they can use the writing utensils. But I don't know if that's true. I haven't really tried looking. That's just what I was told by the person who gave this to me as a present. Now, what he told me could be wrong, it could be right. I'm not entirely sure. You let me know in the comments down below whether or not you know the true background of these. But I'm pretty sure that these were not really meant for self-defense. He also told me that kids that went to take these to school at the time period, these were meant and used for tool usage and for sharpening their pencils. They would also use these as weapons in schools. So they kind of banned them after a certain time frame. But at least that's just the background that I was told. I don't know how true that is. I never really tried looking it up. I just thought these were really cool, and I just left it at that. But you can see the company name is Windless, made in India. The reason why I didn't clean any of this stuff that's on there, it's not rust. It was purposely put on there so that way it can stay shut, and it is kind of like a natural gunk that you put on older blades like this, so that way kind of acts as kind of like a safe type of Loctite that can be used over and over again without damaging anything. So that's what that is. So if you're asking why didn't you clean that off, because it's a type of it's necessary for why it's on there, because look at how loose that is. So I use that so that way when I do close it, it actually stays closed and it's not damaging anything. It's just keeping everything together. It's a little trick that someone taught me back when I was working with knives in the early stages. I don't have very much of the stuff, but it is very useful. But as you can tell, it's got cracks right there on the horn, and I think that is due from the stress. And you can tell that crack goes all the way in there. So I'm just trying to be really careful with this thing, because this thing is not modern. But it's really, really nice to have in the collection. It's one of the ones that I kind of just think is really cool to have. So that's this one. And then here's the more modern one that I actually bought from Amazon. I think the company name is called Katsu. But you get this real leather sheath that goes with it. And, of course, the sheaths vary. And I believe this is snakewood. I believe this is snakewood. There are some that have like a little pocket clip here that you can actually just drop it in the pocket, but same basic principle, but instead this one actually has a liner lock. So you got the Damascus steel bolsters, which are really nice, and yes, this is a Damascus steel razor. Someone said that it's folded steel. I was told it was Damascus. I believe it's Damascus. You can see the name on there right underneath the kanji. You can barely kind of make it out. Oops, sorry, I kind of bumped the camera there. It says Katsu on there. But yeah, these are the nice little folding razors that I have, the Japanese folding razors. I came across them and I thought it'd be nice to put them on my channel. If I could carry any of these, obviously I would carry this one because it's a little bit more sturdier, it's up to date. The only reason why I won't carry this is because it doesn't have a pocket clip. But of course I can find one with a pocket clip, get it later on. It's kind of got like this kind of jimping right here. You don't really feel it, it's more for aesthetics, but it feels good in the hand. And you don't need to hold it open with your thumb. It already has this. So it's kind of nice. You know, it's nice. You could use it for that. So, little nice piece of history there. So that's the more modern one, and this one is the more traditional, I think. So, as nice as this is, it's not anything that I'm going to be using anytime soon. I'm sure you could use it if you really wanted to. The original ones that I've seen of this style come in brass handles, and they have kanji on the outside. And I don't know what it says, but it's supposed to have some sort of meaning to it. Have a buddy of mine who actually has one of these, a real one that's generations old, like an original one, and I was supposed to restore it, but we lost contact. He moved to Texas, so that was just many years ago, and I was like, damn, I really would have liked to clean that. And he told me that he just wasn't able to find it, but when I do find it, you'll be the first guy to show it to type attitude. And it never happened, but you know, wishful thinking, who knows. Really cool. If I get any more of these, I would love to display them on my channel as well. They come in different sizes, different styles, and obviously different makes and designs from different companies, but you can find these on Amazon. Not this particular one. I don't think you can find them. I mean, you could. You just go to Windless or type in Windless and try to see if you can find one of these guys. But they're really nice. They're really nice. I think it's a really cool thing to have as a relic, you know. So, I don't know. Thought I'd display these on the camera for you guys. Amazon sells more modern styles up to date right now. You can find those on there, and I'm pretty sure they go for a pretty decent price. It just depends. I know this one wasn't really cheap. This one was close to $100, if not $100. But it's well worth it. I mean, the quality of these things are really nice. I'm not going to go into detail and display on these because right now I don't think you can find these two particular ones, and if you are, all the details on there are up to date, obviously. But they're just great little Japanese razors, you know, kind of cool looking. At first I thought they were little Tontos, and I was like, oh man, I want Tontos because I'm a fan of Tonto blades. But I found out that they were not for that, so yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks.